Hello, greetings from coastal North Carolina. My name's Nana Kay in the craft world. That's how you'll find most of my products that I design and sell is under Nana Kay Designs. We sell under two names, the Altered Book Nook and Papercraft Junction. The Altered Book Nook has been our name that we've used 4 or 5 years now. However, we've had some problems with Nook Digital not really wanting us to use the word Nook inside of our name. So we are in the process of changing most of our stuff to Papercraft Junction NC. So just look for both names, the Altered Book Nook and Papercraft Junction. We will continue to use the Altered Book Nook. May change the spelling, we haven't decided. But anyway, just bear with us because we are going through some growing pains, and I guess every small business does. Give you a little introduction about myself, since this is our first video on that actually is going on to the sites. I am a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed several years ago with stage 4 throat cancer. Given a very limited time to live, but here I am quite a few years later, still surviving, and I give God the glory for that. I do believe that healing was given to me as a gift so that I could continue doing things. We do run a small charity, so I'm sure that there's just work I need to continue to do. Now, I do still unfortunately suffers for some of the side effects of the radiation and the chemo. So there are times that I'm just down and out and I can't help it. But I will probably be trying to make videos of the things that we do and teaching people things that we do and giving you ideas. And that's the biggest thing about making videos, is giving people ideas of what you can do with not just our kits, but any of the digital kits that you find online for sale. I'll be giving you information on other designers, ones that I specifically like. I'll mention those periodically in my work, and I probably will even do videos using kits out of some of those, and I'll give you an example. This is a kit by Angela Kerr that I used. I think it's this is her Wildflowers kit. So, you know, I don't only use my own kits. I use kits that other people have produced because I love the quality of their work, and I just am thrilled with. So this is one of our altered books, and I did use her kit. So it won't be unusual to find me on YouTube using other people's kits, because it's important that out here in the crafting world that we support each other. It's a tough business out here. The world itself is tough in this day and time. So we have to learn to help each other. And so I will be promoting other crafters inside my videos. Now today I am going to introduce you to the the Lavender Lilac Dreams kit. It is a pretty large kit. I'm thinking around 40 base pages, and when I say a page, I'm talking about 2 sheets, so maybe 80 altogether. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a really large kit when you add the backgrounds, the tags, the ephemera, the journal, the journaling cards, all the things that we've added in it to make a journal. When you're using this particular kit, or for me, it does have 5 signatures to it based on the way I've designed it. However, I have found that most of the small journals that I do, I only use 2 of them at a time. So the kit could make you up, adding the backgrounds, could make you up to 3 or 4 kits out of one printing. Or, excuse me, 3 or 4 journals out of one printing. That's strictly up to how thick you want your journals to be. Now, I'm going to not do a lot of talking because my voice sometimes gets a little raspy due to the throat cancer. But do bear with me. And my site, the alteredbooknook.com, does have a comment section. It has a membership place where you can go in and actually become a member, and that's free. There's no charge to be a member. It just lets you know when we've had new updates and all on our basic website. You will find, I think, where you can just register there. I don't send a lot of emails, so don't worry about it. If you put your email, you're gonna get spammed to death. I don't do that. I don't like it myself, and I don't do it. If you want to know what I'm doing, you'll find me. So I'm going to start going through these pages. I have put them in the order that I wanted them, but always bear in mind that when you buy one of our kits, this is how it comes. It comes on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and it's already got a specific size. This specific size here, when you cut it where it's meant to be folded at, about here, most of the time you can either make the mini journals that I'll be showing you the signatures to today, or if you want to do an altered book, these pages fit beautifully within the Reader's Digest size books. Let me get my, excuse me, I'm going to reach over and get my ruler and give you a general idea. I should have already measured these, and I didn't, and I apologize. Like I say, it's my first video, so you have to bear with me, please. But this is 9.5. Well, excuse me, that's the whole sheet. Let's just do half the page. I think half the page is a 5 by 7. So, but basically, most of my kits that I'm going to be having on Etsy are meant to fit 5 by 7 folded. So that's basically how it'll come. You'll cut out and fold, and then put them together inside each other until you form your first however many pages you want in your first signature. 4, 5. I did 5 sheets per signature, which gave me 5 signatures in this kit. So that's how I set up. Now I'm going to start with my first signature that I put together. Again, like I said, the pages do not have to be put together in the order I put them. This is strictly up to you. And also, you do not have to put them together with all printed. You can use other pieces of blank paper in between, cut to the size you need them. And you'll see that done in a lot of videos. And then you can add your pockets and things to this and leave your pretty printed stuff like it is with just adding a few die cut pieces and things to what's already here. So there is a lot of variety that you can do in these journals. And a lot of people ask me, one of the biggest questions I get is exactly what do I use these creations for. So here is my version of what a basic journal is that the Altered Book Nook offers, and most other people who do digital downloads. To me, what I see when I do a journal like this is a combination of what we used to call a diary, a personal diary, years ago when I was a young girl. I'm telling my age, but that's what we used to do, was diaries. Didn't have a lot of pretty pictures in it, we just wrote in them. But with the journal, you get a combination of an old-fashioned diary and a modern scrapbook, which is a downsized version of a scrapbook. Because on these pages, you can actually do, with the new little cameras, I know y'all seen them, the new little cameras have little tiny pictures. You can actually do different designs with your photos on blank pieces of paper. Make them different sizes. And then write, writings or titles or different things that you want to do. So scrapbooking is not an impossible thought that you would add to a journal. It's a combination. You're going to be doing things like we call fussy cutting, where you cut out small pieces and add these pieces to your pages to give them a more dimensional effect. So there is just a lot of variety that can be done when you're doing what we call a journal. So if you ever had a question about exactly what you do in a journal, that's what you do. I have known people who have date night, and they get a movie stub and they save that within the page in a pocket that's been made after they wrote about their night out or a family reunion. You could do several pages and write about family reunion and people you saw. You could even have people write little notes to you in your journal in a family reunion or a get-together, holiday, whatever. Okay, let's get started and look at the kit, because I don't want this first video to be too long. And today we're gonna go simply over just the page part of the kit. The kit does have several kits that go with it. There's a background page kit. There's the ephemera kit, the tag kit. So there are several kits that go with this. They all match. so you can mix and match. This kit also will match one of Aunt Kerr's designs, so the colors will match one of her particular kits. So if you buy her kit and then you want to use our ephemera, you're welcome to do that. I encourage you to mix and match. You get a more custom, personalized look when you mix and match kits and things. Okay, this again is the Lavender and Lilac Dreams kit from the Altered Book Nook, designed by Nana Kay. All right, I'm not going to do a lot of talking. Now, what you're seeing on the side here is a stitching that I do. The purpose of this is, if you'll notice, when I go to grab my page, that's about where my thumb and finger lay to do my flip over. The reason I put that stitching there is to protect the edge of this journal, because this is only 32-pound paper, so it's not real strong like you get when you get a heavy cardstock. So there's a lot of use that goes in papers flipping and turning. So it's kind of a protective thing I do, along with making it a decorative type thing. So this is one of my signature things, is actually I do stitch the side of my signatures in my handmade journals. This is a vintage truck with a beautiful butterfly and a beautiful floral design, with the back of the truck having a lot of lavender in it. As you open up this first signature, you're going to notice a little difference here. Something that I do, because I do want to write in my journal and I don't write real straight. I like my line pages, and I don't see a lot of journals with line pages. So I do design with line pages. I do take the typical designs that I'm using and incorporate them with a line page. So that's what you're seeing there. So we're going to continue. You'll notice the stitching throughout the book. You'll notice the line pages throughout the book. Again, you do not have to use these in the same format that I have used them. You can mix and match them. You can change these around any way you wish. A page like this is where I would actually add a belly band to it, or leave it plain just like it is. But there's a lot you can do with that. Okay, you could also just make a bottom pocket here, and if I was to make a pocket here, what I would do is I would print this part of the page on a 110-pound cardstock, and I would just make a basic pocket to go down here that has this pattern matched on it, so it would look like the pattern is still there, but you would actually have a pocket. We'll do a class and you'll see how I do that, because I kind of have a tendency to want everything to kind of coordinate. So this is a centerfold. Then you go on. Lots of beautiful, beautiful artwork that I was able to find and purchase. That's another thing. When you get our kits, this artwork is purchased. And if you want to design stuff with these particular artwork, you have to go onto Etsy or wherever and buy these people's kits to use it. And because it's just, that's just the way it is. You have to purchase the artwork if you plan to do additional designing with the art that you see in this kit. Just always be careful and mindful of the other artists, because for instance, this particular kit that you're looking at here, it took me almost 5 weeks to design the whole kit. So, you know, my time is valuable, and it's just only fair that you take in consideration the artist that designs these things, and, you know, at least contribute a little bit towards each artist if you can. And that's what I do. I do buy, I see kits that other people have made, and I want to add more ephemera to the kit when I purchase it. So I go on to Etsy and I find the flowers and things in the kits in Etsy, and I do purchase the kits. So just be mindful of that. Here's the second signature. Again, the stitching down the side. Again, you see the line art, and if you'll notice, it has kind of switched sides, but beautiful, beautiful artwork. I was so pleased with the art when I found it. Remember, this is called Lavender and Lilac Dreams. You'll find it on our Etsy's Altered Book Nook and www.thealteredbooknook. As this time goes on, we'll be doing videos of filling these signatures up to give you some ideas of what to do with them. It's the next one. Same thing, going along with the stitching down the side. If you have questions, you're on our website. Our phone number is there. Our address. You're welcome to contact us. We do have a physical location called Papercraft Junction, NC, and we are at 798 Woodfield Road in a little town called Vanceboro, North Carolina, on the beautiful coast of North Carolina. So you're welcome to visit us sometime, or if you need to call ahead, because I don't keep basic hours. I have craft classes here at this location. This is a beautiful place to put a photo and then write a little story about it. I do a lot of these. It's beautiful. Okay. Moving on now. This little signature I've already started adding to it. So this is one of the things you'll see. And backgrounds. These backgrounds are beautiful. And I'm thinking this one is upside down, so I need to flip it up. That's another thing to be mindful of when you're doing your art, is watch your wording. So I had that one upside down, but that's okay. We just fixed it. Just easy flip. Continuing with the same thing. All right, here you'll see a belly band has already been added to this page. And what I did was what I suggested a while ago, was I printed this page, this whole page here, on 110-pound cardstock. And then I cut out of this design that was on top here, I cut out just the wide strip and made a belly band. And what you do with a belly band, for those of you that don't know, you just tuck things into it. You'll make, we'll be making a lot of tags and things to go in here, and you'll tuck those into those spots. And the tags, of course, have places on the back to journal. This is another belly band, and these are two of the ephemera cards that I have made to go in it. Again, it's just a basic page with a 110-pound cardstock. This particular belly band, when you cut it out, it's very flat and it's beautiful, just like it is. However, you can do the same thing again. You can print a second one of these on the 110-pound cardstock, and then when you do, you can cut out the butterfly and put it on top, and it kind of three-dimensionalizes it somewhat. Or the bird, you can do this at the bottom and glue him just at the bottom here, and it'll make a little tuck spot if you wanted to sit something tuck something on top of it. Lots and lots of variety that you can do with these little spots inside your journal. And you could also cut the scroll out and make it three-dimensional. So there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of things you can do to change things and make it your own. You may think, I don't have a talent to do that, but I'm going to tell you something. Once you start learning how to do these things, the ideas come to you. And don't ever hesitate to email us and ask us, say, I have this idea. How can I build upon it? Call us and we'll help you. We'll do a class. We'll go over it with you. You know, we'll do things to help you, because that's the whole idea of the Altered Book Nook, is to give people a place to be creative. We believe that being creative really helps minimize stress in this world, and we like people to be creative. So don't ever mind asking us for help. Again, we're continuing with our stitching, which I find is a much help. The beautiful graphics. And we've tried to make every page different. There's some similarities, but most things are completely different, except my line pages. I think I have duplicated quite a few of those. Okay. Now, on the last signature that I'm going to show you the pages in, I have really already started putting this one together. And this is, again, what we'll be doing in some of the videos. We'll be actually putting the whole signature together. On this particular one, you'll notice you got a couple of options here, or in my opinion, you have quite a few options. You've got this printed frame here, and a picture could go inside this frame. You know, cut the picture and just paste it down. And you can actually print, again, on 110 cardstock, a different, the same pattern here, and cut these flowers out. And once you've got your photo glued down, then you can put the flowers back over, and then they can just kind of go just a tiny bit inside the photo. There's a lot of ways you can decorate up these photos, and you can even go in here and off to the side and add one of the butterflies that's in the kit. Okay? Or if you didn't like the frame design at all, you can make a pocket. Just add a pocket to the very center of this. That almost covers the whole frame except for a little bit of flower. There again, since the pocket is so plain, you could actually go in, cut this back out of the cardstock, and paste it back in place on top of that, and you start getting more of an intricate design on your pocket. And then once you've got your pocket in, you can actually stick other ephemera into the pocket. So there is a lot, again, I'm going to say it, I have to say it over and over, there is so much variety of what you can do with these journal signatures before you put them in your book. It's best to design them outside the book. Going on, you'll see more journaling pages. Here is a envelope flip, and this for me is a double flip. You can see that was the envelope, and I used a basic window envelope. I have to contribute the knowledge that I have of how to do these to Angela Kerr. I have watched her videos over and over. Angela is a major inspiration to me, and a lot of my work is surrounded by things that she has taught me. But this is a window envelope that has been redesigned into a flip pocket. It will be stitched into this journal at the end, but this is it. This is a round pocket with a few tucks in it. Going on, I'm not sure what we'll do here, but we may just do some kind of a little pocket in the center of that design. But going on, this is a basic pocket, just a square cut out, and it was really just a basic journaling card, a little larger size, cut out, glued, and then put here. And this is some of the beautiful tags that are included in the ephemera kits and tag kits. Again, I do stitching on these, some for decorative purposes. I actually also put the, not brads, anyway, grommets on those. Okay, you go on. Here's another envelope flip, a little bit bigger window here. Even if you didn't put a card inside, the window is beautiful there. So, there again, that's another insert added to this particular kit already. Of course, this particular signature is nowhere near done, but we're working on this one. This side's got a basic pocket on the back of it with some ephemera cards. Again, they have been stitched with different stitching. Now, a lot of people will ask me what machine I use. I use a Singer. It's a little inexpensive Singer, but I have found that on my others, and I won't call names because I don't want to, upset any manufacturer of product. But I do have another brand, and the only stitches it would actually do on the paper was the straight stitch. And the zigzag really never even turned out right. With this little Singer that I use, I can do a variety of stitches. I have quite a few, as you see here. This was a Starburst. I can't remember exactly what that was called. That was one type of cross stitch. There's quite a few. There's a straight stitch. Matter of fact, it's kind of funny because my other machine does a much prettier straight stitch than my Singer, but that's okay. We deal with it. But as you see, there's just a lot of variety of the stitches that I have used with that machine. I can't use all of them, but I have used a variety. And the zigzag's not all that great, but it looks okay. You got to remember, this is not meant to be perfect. A lot of people call these junk journals, which isn't technically, it's not a junk journal. This is a basic journal. But, yeah, the stitching just really does make a major difference in the looks and the quality of the finished product. Here again this is a cute little design. This is a double pocket. You see here, a pocket's here, stuff going here, and a pocket back here. So this was a little double pocket I put. So as you see again, there's just all these different things that you're able to do within your journal signature to enhance it and make it your own personal design. Okay, now this is going to flip out to the center. And on the center, I did a double flip. How I created this was, again, I printed this sheet on a 110-pound cardstock. I cut it and attached it at this point. It's attached here and sewn down with a stitch. It's attached here and sewn down, and then it's folded. And over here, I actually put on what would have been belly bands and other parts of the book here to make a pocket here and here. Again, these are included in the ephemera kits. So everything you see here is available in the kits. And there again, let me mention, when you're following me on our videos, you're welcome to go to another artist and buy their kit, because basically, other than what you see in print here, the design is about the same. If you print them out to about the same, you will be able to do all these add-ons and things to the kit. It don't matter if it's our kit or somebody else's. So I do want to encourage you, if you can't buy our kit or you've already got a kit and you want to do a journal with your kit, follow our videos, but apply these techniques that we're showing you to your particular kit that you're using. Adjust things to match. That's the creative part of journaling, is being able to take what's there and do something else with it. Now this one is a pocket back here, and this right here is a gatefold. I made it into a journaling spot. This gatefold is Angela Kerr's design. This is actually her design, and you can go onto her site and buy a template that you can make these with your own papers, just a blank template. Angela sells several templates on designs that she makes, but this is her gatefold. And this one I designed so that you could write inside, and then you could actually put this tuck back here or that tag back there in that pocket. And the tag is blank on the back, so you can actually write on the back of the tag as well. So there's plenty of journaling spot there, and then more journaling spot over here. Again, here is the back side of one of the envelope flips. This is the other side of the envelope with a pocket and a tag tucked in that you can write on. Put a picture on, right on the back, or whatever you want to do. But that's what that's designed for. You can actually put a picture, or either even enhance this back side of this envelope flip with the clip art. Okay, and this next page is, again, a larger pocket with a larger tag. But you got a pocket here, and this is an example of what I was talking about earlier about matching the page. This particular page, on the printed page, this is the reverse of it. As you see, it has a heart. It has a heart exactly like that one underneath. So that's what I did. I copied the page again on the heavier cardstock and put the heart right where it would have normally been on the page. So you're looking at the page and it's still balancing, but it actually has a pocket there for a tag. Going on, you see the other side of, this is the other side of that envelope, and this actually has a tag that comes out of it too. And that is all the pages of the Lavender Lilac Dreams journal page kit. Look us up on Etsy. At the bottom of the video down here, you will see information on companies that we use, that we buy ribbons from, other designers. Mentioned that you can go and check out some of the work. I do highly suggest, if you like what you saw here today, that you do go to Angela Kerr on her videos. She's on YouTube, Angela Kerr Designs, and start watching how she enhances all her signatures. You will be very pleased, and you will learn so much information out of every single video. So go catch up and watch them. And we'll see you next time. This is bye from Nana Kay, beautiful North Carolina. You have a blessed day.